Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. It's Friday. Hashtag it's Film Friday. Finally Friday. And hey, guess what? It's Cinco de Mayo. Lots of celebrations going on around town. My guest host this morning, Randy Ramsey, is the executive director of the Southwest Alternate Media Project. Randy, always good to see you.
Always good to see you, Todd. Super excited. You know, today is also Cinco de Mayo. Houston Cinema Arts Society is having a Cinco de Mayo party with Alex Luster over at Story Hut.
Yeah.
Margaritas and tacos, folks, for free. Celebrate some good times over there.
Yeah, Alex has been on the show before, and he and I also worked together many moons ago when we all worked in the news industry. So I've known Alex. He does some good work out there. I think, they have a new studio they're working out of?
They do. They have this beautiful new studio space, and they're celebrating their anniversary. And so they hooked up with Houston Cinema Arts Society. We've been promoting it all week. It should be a lot of fun. So looking forward to it. Tonight? I am heading there tonight if the children's schedules allow. My son's rugby awards are tonight as well. So I'm trying to dive into Cinco de Mayo and then head back out here for that.
You've got a lot going on. There's a lot going on around the city, a lot of celebrations. We've got a fashion event happening at our college, and we'll talk about that very shortly as well. So there's a lot happening today, folks, a lot to celebrate. Okay, we want to thank everyone watching us on this hashtag Finally Friday. You're watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube, and we're here just about every day that HCC is in session. Next week, we're going to be off a couple of days because of the graduations that are going on. But we're usually live at 10 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube. They can also catch us, Randy, on social media anytime, and on HCCTV.
At noon, 5 and 10, Monday through Friday. So that's right. No excuse not to watch, darn it.
No excuse. All right. Well, you're going to be doing the interview first, but let me introduce our second guest who I'll be talking with, Dr. Alissa De Jongh. She is the professor with facial aesthetics for the Consumer Arts and Sciences COE and the founder of Glacé Skin Therapy. Alissa, good to see you.
Good morning. It's great to be here with you guys.
Now, you are at an event right now, which is going to be happening later today, right?
Yes, I'm at the fashion show. You can see the production team behind me. Can y'all wave, guys? Yeah, they're getting ready. We're going to have a busy day today. A lot of people coming out to Central to see this beautiful fashion show put on by the fashion department from HCC, and then in collaboration, the cosmetology does hair and makeup.
Yeah, and HCCTV is going to be out there as well. So we've got a lot going on today.
All right. I was going to say, I floor managed one 2 years ago for you guys. It was a lot of fun. The fashion show is a really good time. It's super exciting.
Was that the one Julie Newland was involved in? Yes,
that's the one that Julie Newland filmed. So, you know, it was a lot of fun. We brought our students out and we did some live switching. We should do that again. It's a good time for the kids.
We love that too. Hey, okay, Alissa, we'll be with you in about 10 minutes, but Randy, you've got a special guest who's a regular on the show, been on the show a few times. And I think you guys seem to know each other a bit.
Yeah. So welcome back, Alfred Cervantes, our Houston Film Commissioner, also the chair of the Southwest Alternate Media Project Board, AKA my boss. So we'll be real careful today. No, Alfred, it's always good to see you. You are the busiest man on earth. Todd says I have a lot going on, but like you are everywhere.
Thank you for having me again. Thank you for welcoming me back, and great to be here. And I'm pretty busy. I don't have school-age children, but I do keep busy with film events.
I know, but I'm amazed that your children are grown because you still look younger than me. And I'm just a little bitter about it, but we'll get to that later. First, I know that we want to talk about this bill that's coming up at the Texas Ledge. We recently had Minnie Raymond on the show from the Texas Media Production Alliance who talked about it. Can you give us an update?
Well, the update is that there are still bills to be heard, and we're talking about the motion picture bills or the media bills that are going through Texas legislative session that will support the incentive program. They will be hearing the bills. Actually, there's one being live streamed tomorrow on Saturday and one on Monday. And these are bills that will be the appropriations for the Texas Motion Picture Industry Incentive Program that is administered by the Texas Film Commission. So things are looking really good right now, but if people want the full information, there's a very easy link at txmpa.org. And at the top of that website, it says 88th legislative session. and all the information is there about what needs to be accomplished for the bill going through session right now.
Now, I know we had a local legislator out of Conroe who kind of badmouthed media incentives. So if folks want to write their legislator or get involved, that link, which will be in the post after the show, is available, and you should be able to link through that to get to your local legislators, right?
Well, so Texas makes laws every other year, not every year, like some states. And so we have this opportunity to educate our legislators on what we're up against with other states to ask for more funding for the incentive bill. Now, every other year, there seems to be one or two dissenters to the incentive program. And currently, there's one right now, a representative from the Arlington, Texas area, actually. So on the TXMPA media, you can see information on how to contact your representative, asking them to support this motion picture bill when it comes through session this month.
Great. It's good to be proactive. Now, speaking of being proactive, you guys have a new submit your location link because you're changing things up there at the Houston Film Commission, adding a few things. You've added some staff recently. So tell us about that.
Yes, I was going to say we have a couple of new things right now. One thing that's important to what we do, the Houston Film Commission, for people who don't know, our office is a free information resource office for anyone looking to successfully shoot a motion picture in the Houston area. We provide information on locations, crew, equipment, in addition to marketing and promoting Houston as a production destination. This is what we do. We are part of Houston First Corporation, which is also another company we are part of is Visit Houston, Texas, the tourism bureau. So we promote and market Houston as a film destination. On our website, a very easy website, HoustonFilmCommission.com, HoustonFilmCommission.com. One more time, HoustonFilmCommission.com. On that website, we do have a link under Filming in Houston where homeowners and business owners can self-submit their property if they'd like for it to be considered for filmmaking purposes. Most of the people that work in film and TV here in Houston, or I'd say a lot of them, there's all different types of jobs and different things. A lot of freelance crew make their living from commercials. And so we have ongoing commercial market here. And if any property owner, whether it's a field, whether it's a business, a restaurant, an industrial site, you can self-submit your property to our location database. We have a link that says submit your location for filming. And this link was added, or this feature to our website was added during the pandemic. So it's a fairly new piece on our website, but it has been helpful. We get about 2 entries per week right now, but the more people that would like to have their properties considered for film production, they can do that on our website. But we also just hired a new person in our company, in our division, a locations coordinator. So the new locations coordinator will be going out and scouting locations in the city that filmmakers might be interested in as well.
Woohoo! I'm so excited that you guys have filled that position finally. What good news for you as well. But also, it's super easy. I've submitted my own house for a location, and it's a super easy website to use, super helpful. And I've used that locations website as a production manager just recently for commercials. And it was super easy to use. You got great reports out of it. I was thrilled. So that's exciting. So really quick, because it's top of mind, what about the writer's strike? I mean, I know that we don't have a lot of Writers Guild members here in Houston, but it will impact filming eventually, won't it?
It will. It started Tuesday of this week, and the writer's strike, they want to negotiate better residuals and terms for the WGA writers, which is understandable. This last happened in 2007, 2008, but it's something that's come to the forefront, especially with streaming services. Writers are not getting paid what they did before, and so they're having a strike about it. It will affect a lot of scripted television. The last time this happened, there were a lot of new unscripted shows that popped up on screen, and it's just started. So we'll see if that happens again. But I know that studios and TV channels were kind of stockpiling scripts before this happened, and they can hopefully this strike won't go on for too long or too the goal is to get it resolved as soon as possible, but it could have an effect if it goes on for months, for sure.
Well, we'll see what happens when the SAG contract ends in June. That'll add some spiciness to it. But as always, we're curious about recent projects shot in Houston. You want to share a few?
Sure. We have ongoing commercials this first quarter. We have a number of reality TVs that shoot here in Houston that some people may know about, some people may not know about, but a couple of them, or a few of them, one is called Outdaughtered on TLC. That's an ongoing show that shoots here in the Houston area. One that's been shooting here quite a while, My 600-Pound Life, is another reality TV show that shoots here. And then two of them that are on their 5th season and 1st season. The one on their 5th season right now is a show called Texas Metal, about a shop in North Houston that renovates pickup trucks and all these things for celebrities and sports figures, things like that. It's on the Motor Trend TV channel that can be streamable, and they just created a spinoff because Texas Metal has become so popular. They now have a spinoff called Loud and Lifted. So if you're a truck fan, you may want to watch this show called Loud and Lifted that is now just doing their 1st season here in Houston.
Well, I am a truck fan. What about Bad Boys Texas? Is that still around?
Bad Boys Texas, that's also a new one. I don't know much about the show, but it is also about car culture. And so in which we are a big car town, of course, you know, kind of like LA, you have to drive everywhere and people are very proud of their cars. And so this show called Bad Boys, there's a trailer, Bad Boys Texas, if you want to Google it. There are trailers on YouTube, kind of a teaser of what's to come, but it is about car culture here and in the Houston area as well.
So are there anything super exciting coming up in the future?
I mean, we have things, we always are working on things, right? So we have some features we're working on to possibly shoot this summer. They're looking good. And then what we're excited about, there was a TV show that came out in August 2022 called Mo on Netflix. It's an original 8-part series that was written for Houston because Mo Amer, the comedian, is from Houston. And so this 8-part narrative series that came out on Netflix August 2021. And here we are, April 2023, still has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So if there's any Houstonian who has not watched the Mo series yet on Netflix, please watch that, because we anticipate hopefully shooting season 2 here later this year.
Well, sorry, my computer decided to mute itself. Thank you so much, Alfred, as always, for being here. We super appreciate it. And thanks for all that you do for the film community here in Houston. I don't know where we'd be without you, probably just lost and directionless.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Todd.
Super appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you all so much.
All right. Thank you both. We're going to move on to our next guest, Dr. Alissa De Jongh. She's a professor of facial aesthetics for the Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. Welcome back to the show, Alissa.
Hi.
We want to, first off, we're going to get to the event you're at later, but I want to congratulate you on the big NISOD Award for extraordinary teaching and leadership. Besides your work at HCC, you also have a spa and medical grade skincare line and a podcast as well.
I do, yeah. Anything skincare. I'm just in love with skin science, and I love sharing it with the world and my students. And so everything I do is pretty much related to that.
Now on to, you were nominated for NISOD for your innovations such as the VR spa. Now we'll stick with that one. Now I understand you can show us a demonstration. I'm going to let our director know that you can share your screen and kind of give us a little bit of what that looks like.
I wanted to, I did, but my laptop wouldn't work. So I had to do the interview from my phone. So I do apologize.
Okay, no problem.
But it is a really wonderful virtual reality space that our students, I built it out in collaboration with with Ruben, and we made it so that the students have class in there and they can go from room to room in the spa, learning facial techniques, watching videos, practicing hands-on with their headset for virtual reality, as well as connecting. So we have a lecture hall. We have different types of spas they can visit. So it's a lot of fun for the students.
Did this obviously originate out of the pandemic?
We were already online pre-pandemic. I did not have the spa built out, of course, but we were already doing online since 2014-15 with our theory. So it was a pretty much a natural progression. After the pandemic, it just means that we had more help, which was great with advancing our online studies for our students.
Now, what else qualified you for the NISOD?
Well, I think, what I was nominated, the things that I was told about, I do a lot of recruiting for our program. Our program always has a waiting list. I actually recruited some adjunct faculty who were former alumni that graduated from HCC, and they're teaching here now. I'm the advisor for the Lighthouse Fellowship Club to try to gather students so that they have a good connection amongst each other, and also doing some corporate wellness training and speaking throughout the college. So I think all of those things kind of combine together, in addition to like the community service projects and stuff that I work on. So I think that's what it was.
And you also work with the Glam Squad, and I know, are they going to be out at the fashion show today?
Yes, actually, some of our Glam Squad's already here. The fashion production crews behind me, if you can see them. So we are getting ready to make that catwalk just shine for our guests that are coming tonight. Our makeup artists and hairstylists are super excited to be able to share their creative artistry with the Vivid Renaissance program.
Now, is that fashion show open to everyone, or how does that work if people want to check it out?
Yeah, so on the HCC Foundation page, they have a link to purchase tickets. They usually do sell out, so go on there now. But yeah, it starts at 7:30, and they just need to purchase the ticket. The doors will open at 6:30, and we'll love to welcome them in and see what our students can do as they rock that runway.
Now, I know it's registration time across the district. What subjects are you guys open for registration? I know you say you fill up fast, and what subjects?
We are, yeah. For our programs within cosmetology, we have operator, which is all the hairstyling and nails, and I teach the skin section, and then we have also eyelash and barbering, and they are filling up fast. Yes, registration open. Our program, they do need permission numbers because they have to fill out a packet in accordance with the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation to make sure they qualify. And once that packet is approved, then they can get permission numbers and sign up. I only have 16 spots.
Wow.
It's expensive to build out a spa, and HCC did a beautiful job. We have a wonderful spa for our students to learn in, but it only has 8 beds. So we can only accommodate 16 students, and that's why there's always a waiting list.
So it's limited space, but you can
Correct.
get the in there. Is there scholarships available, financial aid? Does it work as normal HCC programs?
Yes, they can get scholarships. The HCC Foundations page does have a lot of scholarships, and HCC website has a bunch of opportunities for our students to help them with their studies. The kit is it's so huge. So they definitely, if they can get financial aid, I encourage them to do that, because the kit has all their books, all their study materials, all their spa supplies, and everything can be covered if they just go through that financial aid process with FAFSA and everything.
Upon graduating, because it is graduating season, what type of careers can your students look forward to? I mean, obviously ones that are in high demand right now.
Yes, the beauty industry is on fire. It's like a multi-billion-dollar industry. Even during COVID, a lot of businesses shut down. People were cutting hair in the backyard. They were outside getting their waxing. Like, people will not give up on their beauty. So that was good for us. And the kind of careers just are such an expanse. It's just a diverse opportunity. So we have, hotels and resorts. We have cruise ships. We have local spas and salons. A lot of our students end up opening their own salon suites. I have students who work at Neiman Marcus, at Sephora as platform artists and trainers. So it's just a really fun industry. They could do, facials, they could do makeup artistry, they could do lashes. So there's just a lot. If they love beauty, this is a great place to start.
Do your students go through in cohorts at times, or how does that work?
They do, yeah. So with facial, we do 2 semesters. They start in August, and then they go through and graduate in May. And they get really close because all of their classes are together. unlike some programs, you take a math here, biology here, you meet a lot of different people, but maybe not make as deep connections. But our students are together, many hours each week working in the spa. And so they form some really tight bonds. We just had our big graduation celebration for them this week, and they had a blast decorating their caps.
Do you find that a lot of your students want to go out on their own eventually, or do they want to work in for various established places already?
I always encourage them right after graduation, work for somebody else and make your mistakes there before you go and open your own business. Because being a business owner is fantastic and rewarding, but it can be very challenging if you're not familiar with the business world. So we do have one of the courses in our program teaches them all about business. And so they're somewhat prepared. But I love for them to go work for someone else first, really build that confidence, get their speed up, and then go and open their own business if that's what they want. And when they follow that protocol, they usually are really successful.
What is the best place to start if they're interested in getting into one of these programs? You said you start in August, usually finish in May. Where would you start if somebody's watching right now? What would you suggest to them?
So first, they have to register as an HCC student. And then they can meet with an advisor to talk about a degree plan. If they decide on our programs, we do have to go through the cosmetology department, and they can go up there to the Southeast campus and meet with our great administrator for our department, Ms. Maltz, and she'll give them the forms and collect all the information they need, and then they can get their permission numbers and get registered.
But main thing is now's the time to do it because these spots are limited. So if you want to get in, now's the time to register. Dr. Alissa De Jongh, Professor of Facial Aesthetics for the Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. We'll have all your information and the links in our post after the show.
All right. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you at the fashion show tonight.
Oh, you'll see our crew there. We'll be there.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, Alissa. Take care. All right, we've got a few announcements to go through before we end the show, and we're going to start off with one talking about get out to vote. Student government elections end today. Don't miss your chance to vote for the Student Government Association, known as SGA, and the United Student Council, USC leaders. Elections end today. It's voting through today, Friday, May 5th. It's online. Check our post for more details on how to vote. And we've also got a blood drive that's going to be happening soon, Randy.
That's super exciting. Rec Sports Blood Drive is Monday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., May 8th at HCC Southwest in the Loop Auditorium. There's going to be entertainment and light snacks, and you'll get a free t-shirt, but most importantly, you'll save a life. My own son was saved by a blood transfusion, so get out there and give some blood.
It's definitely worth doing. Dogs and dogs, check this out. This is brilliant. Pause for therapy. If finals have you stressed, grab a hot dog and go pet a dog. All right, come to decompress, grab lunch, and love on some pups from Pause from Therapy. All are provided by HCC Coleman Student Life and Coleman Counseling. It happens from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday, May the, Tuesday, May the 9th, I believe.
That should be the 9th, yeah. Yeah,
Tuesday, May the 9th at HCC's Coleman Tower Atrium. Check them out. We'll have details in our post after the show. That's just brilliant. How do we think of this sooner?
I don't know, but when can the dogs come to my office?
I know. I think we need them literally across the district. We need to have dogs and dogs, just about every day across the district. Let's make that happen.
I'll push for it. You know how pushy I am.
There's also an Instagram One College exhibition happening as well.
Yeah, Instagram will be our gallery walls for an exhibition that features all studio classes from all colleges in the Houston Community College system. The viewing link is available at noon this Friday, so today, May 5th, for free. Instagram, HCC Visual Arts Center at HCC_visual_arts. And if you want to just find it in the link after the show, that's great. I'm super excited because the Media Arts Student Showcase Spring 2023 is coming up. It's an end of the semester compilation of student projects from the media arts programs, which is filmmaking, audio recording, technology, and music business. I'm super excited because my students' work will be in there. They always do a little better than I think, but I'm always nervous. So there'll be pieces from the TV field production, the TV workshop, lighting, cinematography, directing, and audio recording, 6 to 9, Saturday, May 13th. It's free. It's at HCC Northwest in the Spring Branch Performing Arts Center Theater. And there's a mixer at 6 o'clock. So come on by.
Yeah, we'll have some more information in the post. And as Alicia and I were talking about earlier, registration is underway. You can still register for the summer, but fall registration is underway as well. 5 ways to learn. The main thing, though, is sign up for those classes now. Don't wait till the last minute, because a lot of the in-person classes will be full by that time. So make sure you sign up. Go to hccs.edu/now, hccs.edu/now. That's the address that you want to do that. Or you can go to hccs.edu/apply. It's all going to take you there. But main thing is go register. Okay, we'll be talking to the cosmetology department again this time about faculty and students providing de-stressing services for students as the semester comes to a close. It's coming up on Monday. For Mental Health Monday as well, we'll have someone to discuss the stigma, signs, and symptoms of issues among college students. All right, Randy, we're wrapping up for the day. I know you got a busy weekend with kids and Cinco de Mayo parties, all types of stuff. Huh?
Well, and 2 movies on the schedule this weekend. Going to go see Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret with my daughter. And then I'm going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy with my husband, because who doesn't love a ridiculous sci-fi movie?
Yeah, I'm going to go see that one. And I'm looking at maybe Renfield as well. I want to see that too.
Oh, I want to see Renfield. And then Monday, there's an Houston Cinema Arts Society screening of Sick of Myself, which you should look for, because it's been, John Waters called it truly messed up. So if John Waters thinks it's messed up, it's got to be interesting.
All right, a lot on the schedule, folks. Have a great Cinco de Mayo, a very safe weekend, and we'll see you Monday morning live at 10 a.m.